Good evening. The family of a Perth man missing in Mexico has made a desperate plea for help to find him.
Jesse Bruzzese hasn't been heard from for a month. His family in Mandurah has told 7 News they're now extremely concerned.
Jesse Bruzzese has been travelling the world for 9 months, documenting his solo trip online and keeping his family up to date every step of the way. But 4 weeks ago, the 35-year-old went silent. Jesse's family in Mandurah reporting him missing 2 weeks ago.
It's a very distressing situation. They are working with authorities, and my understanding is that DFAT and the Consular Corps are working with the family to provide them with assistance. It must be a very scary time for them, and so our thoughts are with them all.
Jesse flew into Mexico early May. His last known location was the Cancun region on the 3rd of June. Since then, no one has seen or heard from him. Jesse's phone appears to be switched off or out of service.
As we know, in Mexico, some very challenging terrain, and whether or not they have the capacity to do the extent of a search we might be able to do here, I don't know.
An Interpol yellow alert has been issued with local authorities investigating. Jesse's family is half a world away here in WA, waiting for answers. They've told 7 News they're extremely concerned for his welfare, but remain hopeful and are incredibly grateful for the support from the public. Perth holds its breath. Many remember brothers Jake and Callum Robinson, who were murdered in Mexico 2 years ago. Another family now anxiously hoping for better news. Rachel Tatsika, 7 News.
Thai police have revealed to 7 News they were guided by something unexplainable, leading to the quick airport arrest of Perth man Simon Carman.
New pictures have emerged of the 45-year-old's apartment where he's accused of killing a teenage girl.
Cramped and cluttered, this is Simon Carman's tiny Pattaya apartment littered with washing. The room where he's accused of murdering Tuchanok Donholmna and where her friends came looking for her the next day. Her body metres away. Police say he'd already put her in a suitcase hidden in the bathroom.
He kept her in the bathroom for about a day, and later that evening he loaded the suitcase onto the back of his motorcycle and dumped it.
In the hours following, the police chief says Simon Carman was calm, not nervous or panicked. He left his room for shopping and laundry, but authorities had a hunch this wasn't just a missing person.
As Thai people, we might say that something guided us somehow.
The manager of a bar claims to have seen Simon Carman the night he met the teenager. He was with a different woman around 1 a.m. and was drunk. She says he left the bar alone an hour later. This security video was recorded at 3:30 a.m.
Mr. Carman lived in Western Australia for a period of time, and look, can I just say that he had various interactions with the police during that time, including the confiscation of his firearms.
Her parents sharing old video of the daughter nicknamed Cake. Police now awaiting the results of an autopsy. Bruising on her face, unlikely blunt force, rather compression from being concealed in a suitcase. Simon Carman remains in custody without a court date, charged with murder but claiming self-defence. Jacqueline Robson, 7 News.
One of the tallest buildings in our city is still not finished after years of delays. The Elizabeth Quay skyscraper dominates Perth's skyline, but right now the views are only enjoyed by people risking their lives to film social media videos.
It's a view that could command millions, but right now it's only being enjoyed by trespassers, posting and boasting on social media. The videos taken from the top of the EQ West Tower at Elizabeth Quay. The lucrative land, along with the vacant lot next door, was sold by the state government a decade ago to mysterious billionaire Victor Go. From the outside, the 50-storey apartment building and hotel complex looks mostly finished, but the inside tells a different story. Workers on site today after electrical trades walked off the job just days ago over a pay dispute.
Unbelievable location, really. In these economic times, you'd think they'd be full.
It's been empty for far too long.
As for Lot 4, it's been sitting locked up and vacant for close to a decade too. Its development application ran out in October last year. It was granted a year-long extension. The deadline is just 3 months away.
There is one option under the contract which does enable Development WA to repurchase the lot. However, of course, that comes with a price for ultimately WA taxpayers.
The crown jewel of Perth's waterfront tarnished with delays. Cassidy Moscone, 7 News.
Australia is in the grip of a property price plunge with the sharpest decline in home values in more than 3 years. The national snapshot reveals a quarterly drop of 1.3% across the capital cities. Perth is one of the few markets to buck the trend.
Kids Club time in the Prime Minister's suite.
Big smiles.
Promoting the extension of paid parental leave to 6 months.
Oh, there we go.
Allowing more time with baby at home. Homes suddenly losing their value.
As the market moves into the early phases of a downturn.
Capital city prices falling an average of 1.3% in the June quarter, a decline sparked by the 3 interest rate hikes and the war in Iran.
But then the budget was handed down, and that's really just added fuel to the fire.
A fire set by capital gains tax and negative gearing changes now burning the short-term value of families' biggest assets.
Claire, congratulations. Home values are tumbling. That was the goal, wasn't it?
The federal budget will have a modest affordability effect on the market. Over the medium term, house prices in Australia will continue to grow.
Claire, everything you just said is actually a load of crap. You have actually managed to crash the housing market.
The downturn isn't a first. Cotally's data shows between 2017 and 2019, house prices fell 5.5%. And some analysts predict the construction pipeline and house prices will edge up over the next 18 months. At present, approvals for apartments are falling.
But if you look at house approvals, they've actually gone up for 4 months in a row.
Yet values are going backwards.
As prices come off, those people are left with a mortgage worth more than their house. That's of course called negative equity.
Including many first home buyers who bought through the government's 5% deposit scheme.
Will the Prime Minister guarantee house prices won't fall any further?
The short answer, no. Mark Riley, 7 News.
While prices in some capitals are plunging, Perth is bucking the trend, seeing prices continue to rise but at a more modest pace. Values are up 2% for the June quarter, according to the latest Cotality data. But when compared to the first quarter, which saw prices up by over 7%, it's clear Perth's property market is slowing down. The slight growth has pushed Perth's median value up to close to $1,050,000. Prices in Brisbane, Darwin and Hobart also grew, while Adelaide's values were unchanged. What's keeping prices up is pretty simple. Supply remains an issue, with today's ABS data showing new home building approvals are down. The main positive is that conditions are improving for buyers. The key things that could drive prices down: further interest rate hikes, more listings and fewer investors in the market.